What up, y'all? Today, February 19th, 2026, I am going sober from alcohol for one entire year. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Over this past week, I've really been contemplating it. And I just decided, man, now is the fucking time. There's literally every reason in the world to do it. And there's endless upside and essentially no downside. And this decision is literally going to change the trajectory of my life. And I'm excited for it, man. 1 year sober from alcohol. The main, well, I'll just talk about a lot of reasons here. But I mean, alcohol is literally all downsides and no upsides. But yeah, I just noticed that like when I go and travel and like I rarely drink, only when I travel essentially. But when I do travel, and then I booze every single day for that entire length of travel, however long it may be, I just lose all. And I do when I start boozing, I'm not going to do any work. The second I take one drink from alcohol, I'm not going to do any work, and then it just leads into a endless cycle of self-sabotage. Like, oh, I had a drink, so I might as well eat like shit and have dessert and stuff my fucking face. Oh, I had a drink. It just leads to other different bad things. I had a drink, so I'll have a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just leads to bad things. And throughout my days, I've been in a frat. I've been out to the bars, parties, probably hundreds of times at this point. Not a single good thing has ever happened once when I went out and drank. So it's like, yeah, man, I think I've had my days. I mean, I'm not going sober forever. I'm just doing 1 year. I can decide what I want to do at the end of the year, but I just know I'm going to go sober for 1 year. Also, the biggest reason here is, I'm genuinely worried about what the future is going to look like with the rapid growth of AI. I think society as we know it here in the U.S. is going to change significantly in the next few years. And the best possible thing to do right now is to be working with urgency to get as rich as possible as soon as possible and build my personal brand and just work on myself and grind my ass off. Also, I'm 21. There's no better time than your early 20s to grind your ass off because you're going to get that compounding interest from every cent I invest today throughout my entire life. So there's literally every single reason in the book to go 1 year sober, and there's literally no reasons not. Also, it's gonna change my life in all aspects essentially. I've been grinding for almost 1 year now. I'd say the start of my grind was the beginning of my 60 hard on March 16th. So 11 months ago. And I've just been going on and off, like the old version of myself to the new version of myself. The majority of the time I'm doing good. I'm grinding, and then it's just like I don't know. I just self-sabotage, man. Like I just have these periods of time of extreme lock-in. I get a lot done. I build a lot of momentum, and then I travel and I do no work, and I just self-sabotage for however long I travel, and it's just a bad cycle. And so, yeah, man. Anything else to touch on? Oh, yeah, not only, obviously I'm going to grind my ass off way more when I never wake up hungover, and I'll be self-sabotaging way less. And, yeah, man, hopefully it's going to fix a lot of things in my life. But also, essentially all of my old friends, they're all my friends. I love them all. But, every time we see each other, we just booze, like, from my hometown. So, I still plan on being friends with them. I still plan on hanging out with them. But, yeah, it's going to change now that I'm not drinking. So, I think a lot of things in my life are going to change for the better. So, yeah, man. It kind of feels weird, like, this is literally going to be a turning point in my life. Like, I don't know. I think looking back on this year, I'll be able to separate my life in two categories. From before I did this and after I did this. And starting right now, because now the year started going sober. So from yesterday, where I drank, today, I think is going to be a separation of points in my life. And I can't wait to see what my life is going to look like in a year. And also, like I said, there's literally every single reason in the book to do this, and there's literally no downsides to not doing this. And I've come to the conclusion, there is no possible way, there's no possible world in which I get to this end of the year being sober from alcohol and I regret it. There is no possible way that I get to the end of the year and I'm like, I wish I drank. Like, there's just no way that I ever regret it. No matter what happens out of this scenario, I will look back fondly of this year I was sober. I can guarantee that. For my entire rest of my life, I will look back fondly of this year I was sober. So yeah, like I just said, I think this is going to be a big turning point in my life. And even though right now I plan on drinking when I'm done with the year, maybe when I get to the end of the year, I'll never want to drink again in my life. Who fucking knows? But I just know that a lot's going to change my life in this next year. So here's to 1 year being sober. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, let's get into the video. Living Up My Life, week 56. Oh, here. So yeah, 1 year sober starting today. Let's go. I made $1,900 from the dress shirt, $475 from the hair remover cream this last week. Man, these periods of self-sabotage really just fuck up my whole rhythm. Like, I'm just on the verge of hitting 10. There's only 28 days in the month of February as well. There's 9 days left in the month. So yeah, man, I need to be grinding with urgency to hit 10K a month. Because, bro, also things are looking up for me in this next few months here. First of all, if I'm not a dumbass, I just need to grind this fucking next week and make sure I hit 10K a month. So I'll be able to complete the challenge and get an M3 competition on my birthday, which is literally in less than 3 months. And, like, these periods of self-sabotage, I just gain back all the weight I get from when I start cutting. So like, yeah, man, I paid a coach about 1 month ago, online personal training coach, to help me get shredded, and I weigh just as much as I did when I started. So yeah, man, these periods of self-sabotage just fuck up my whole rhythm. So I'm so excited to just not have these fucking periods of self-sabotage. And yeah, man, so in 3 months, I'm going to get M3 comp, and in 3 months, I'm going to be fucking shredded. Things are looking up for me. It's going to be summer. Oh, that's probably not a good thing actually here, because it's going to be like 120 degrees. Anyway, it's a good thing because I'm probably going to be spending more time inside grinding my ass off. Like, when you live in a cold ass place during the winter, you just don't go outside. I mean, actually, that's, when I moved back in here in July, I still went outside when it was 110 degrees and took walks and shit. So I probably will as well, but, it's grind time here in the summer. Anyway, man, things are looking up for me. Things are looking up for me, and I'm just glad to have that period of self-sabotage out of my fucking life. It's not like, drinking destroyed my life at all. Drinking itself didn't destroy, I never really had an addiction to drinking at all. But just these periods of self-sabotage in which I group drinking, eating shitty foods, not getting any work done, just like these periods of self-sabotage just fucking ruin all, like, the grind and, like, all my progress. So, I haven't smoked weed in a very long time. I can smoke weed again on May 21st. So, I guess in 3 months. But, I took a year off smoking weed and I still have 3 more months. And I'm taking a year off drinking now. So, I have smoking weed and drinking out of the way now. And, the less things I have, I don't know, man. It's going to get better. So yeah, man. I'm excited. Also, I don't have any more, I love traveling, but it's not like the holidays are coming up. It's fucking February, so I have a long period of time to grind my ass off and make a lot of progress. So yeah, man, that's exciting. Anyway, I got a new whiteboard. Maybe I can just. I don't want to fuck up my camera here. Oh, I don't want to move it to fuck it up. Anyway, I had a big ass rolling whiteboard right here, and it was just taking up so much room, and I never used both sides of the whiteboard. So I got the maintenance man to come here and hung up a whiteboard on my wall. Anyway, wish you could see it, but it looks good. It's the same size, or actually slightly smaller than the one I used to have, but it's just on the wall now, so it looks a lot better. I finished The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and I started The Secret. So yeah, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck was pretty good. I liked it. I don't know. I read better books. I think it started really good and then it kind of fell off. But yeah, what I gained from that book is the human experience is just endless suffering. There's never going to be a shortage of problems. Don't have this idea in my head of there's some idyllic future in which I'm in the Miami penthouse. I have supercars. I have this life that I dream of. And I'm suddenly carefree and there's not a single worry in the world. When I'm there in that Miami penthouse with supercars, I'm going to have 10 times the size of problems and volume of problems that I do today. But I'm just going to get more and more used to it. And actually, happiness comes from solving problems. So it's just a never-ending series of solving problems. That's what life is. So yeah, man. And also, stop giving a fuck about things you can't control. The only thing in this world that I can control is my thoughts and my actions. So focus on that and leave everything else, Who cares if someone's rude to me? Who cares fucking if the sky turns green? The only thing I can control is myself, so that's all I should focus on is my actions. I filmed the videos for Haas shirts, new gym shirt. They all did super good views. They all had 20,000 views, but not a single sale. So yeah, man. Protein powder account. So I have this new idea. Oh my god, I hopefully they do well. But I was going to Calidata and I saw this gold mine of a protein powder. And anyway, I scrolled to that protein powder. I went to the protein powders. It's called Flav City. And essentially, they're already an established brand on TikTok Shop for protein powders. 5 new flavors of their protein powders were put on TikTok Shop on January 7th. And the chart is just going up on all of them. So I ordered all these protein powders and I have them all. And yeah, man, I'm going to start making videos tomorrow with them. So yeah, let's go. That's hype. Hopefully they pop off. If not, I figured there's literally zero downsides. I ordered 4 bags of this protein powder. And if it flops, I'll eat the protein powder anyway because I'm eating protein powder right now. So yeah. 20 minutes learning ecom to morning routine. So I added to my morning routine at the end after I read 20 minutes of learning ecom. So yeah, that's hype. This last week, weekly goals, complete checklist every day. I didn't do that. Talk to a stranger every day. Didn't do that. Film YouTube video on Monday. Didn't do that. It's currently Thursday. I'm filming a YouTube video. So I'm just glad to have that self-sabotage period I'm just glad to be a year sober off of drinking. So it's hype. I'm excited for this year. And yeah. Loving Up My Life, week 56, February 19th, 2026, weekly goals. Complete checklist every day. Talk to a stranger every day. Film YouTube video on Wednesday. So back to the grind. Loving Up My Life, week 56. Here's to 1 year sober from alcohol starting today. I love you guys. I love myself. I can't wait to see what my life is going to look like at the end of this year off of drinking. So let's fucking go. Here's to 1 year sober from alcohol starting today. I can drink again on February 19th, 2027. And the rules is no alcohol, not a single drop of alcohol, just no alcohol. So yeah, those are the rules. Love y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.